Look, smartphones can shoot incredible video footage, but they still need to be stabilized. Most smartphones do not have sufficient digital stabilization to create a stabilized image when you're shooting video. However, there are tools that can solve this problem, and one of them is the DJI Osmo Mobile 3. And I'm going to talk about this gimbal and show you what I like about it, what I don't like about it in this upcoming video, so let's get into it. The DJI Osmo Mobile 3 weighs 405 grams, has a battery capacity of 2450 milliamp hours, max load of 230 grams, plus or minus 30 grams, an operating time of 15 hours, a charging time of 2.5 hours. Its max controllable speed is 120 degrees a second. It can take phones from 62 to 88 millimeters, and it connects via Bluetooth Low Energy 5.0. Its price is $120 or in a combo kit with a tripod and case for $140. So the DJI Osmo 3 is available in two packages. The first is just the gimbal itself, and if you buy that, you get the gimbal and you get this carrying bag, which is fine. It folds up very nicely, and away you go. But if you buy the combo, which is what I've got here, you get an additional two items. First is a hard carrying case, which is okay. Nothing special about it. I actually prefer the bag for carrying it around, but the carrying case, if you were packing luggage or something, might come in handy. But the thing that is most important in the combo is this. This is the little tripod foot. So you attach this to your Osmo Mobile 3, and that gives you a stable base to operate the gimbal from a tabletop or any other solid surface, which is pretty good. If you're gonna do time lapse and you wanna have a nice compact tripod mount to do this out in the field, this will come in very handy. Of course, you can always attach this to any standard regular tripod mount, and that will do the trick as well. But of course, you won't be able to get as low to the ground, and a large tripod is obviously much heavier than this little handheld item. This also gives you a bit extra area to carry and hold the gimbal when you're out and about and to stabilize it. And once you've gone through the pairing process to pair the phone with the gimbal, you want to insert the phone into the gimbal and then start it up. So to do that, you take the phone and you get the gimbal so where it reads DJI like that, and you put the phone in, and you want to make sure it's somewhat centered in the, well, as best you can centered in the gimbal holder. And then you will press and hold the M button, which is the power button. You'll see that the phone automatically orients itself to the vertical orientation. One of the things you might find problematic if you have an Android phone with the fingerprint sensor on the back is that this brace will block it. So you'll constantly be going in through the lock screen, either with a pin or your swipe combination or whatever you use to get into your phone, since the fingerprint sensor will be inaccessible. And you will have to recenter your phone if you do try to use it. And once you're actually in the app, you start off in portrait mode. To flip modes, you just double press the M button and it changes orientation, which is very simple. You've got zoom in and zoom out. I'll switch modes here to video. Zoom in and zoom out, but of course this depends upon your phone and whether it has a dual lens setup or allows for digital zoom. In this case, this phone doesn't. Now obviously, if I double press here and switch to orientation, I can use the little joystick here to tilt and pan. And this button on the back has a number of different uses. If you triple push it, it will flip between the front and rear camera. That doesn't seem to work universally in all phones. It works on the iPhone, but it doesn't appear to be working on this Android phone here. If you press it twice, it will level out the phone. And if you press it once, I have no idea what it does. With the gimbal connected to our phone and everything set up, let's take it out and go shoot with it. So this is footage recorded with the DJI Osmo Mobile 3. I'm just walking along, iPhone and gimbal in one hand, and a backpack on me. And you can see here that the footage is much more stable. So hardware-wise, the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 is light enough to be held in one hand while you're walking, and is very ergonomic for one-handed use. The gimbal itself is great. There's really nothing to complain about. It's lightweight, it folds down nice and tight and locks, which is the big advantage over the previous Osmo Mobile version 2. And I'll show that in this clip here. So let's talk about software. So software is where the experience isn't quite as great as the hardware. You use the DJI Mimo app, and it does a decent job of offering features for hyperlapse, time-lapse, video, photo, etc. But there are a number of problems with it. The first is that in 4K, it will only record at 30 or 60 frames, no 24 frames per second, which, yeesh, not good. The second problem I have with the DJI Mimo app is that at present, it does not support the iPhone 11 Pro's wide camera. You cannot use that camera to shoot video or stills, which is obviously problematic when you've got a really nice camera like this with 3 cameras and it will only use one of them. So the DJI Mimo app is a mixed bag at the moment. It's got some good features, but it definitely could use some improvement, and we're still waiting for it to gain features that the iPhone 11 Pro offers, like the wide angle camera. If you use the Filmic Pro app, however, it says it supports DJI Osmo, but support for Osmo 3 is not yet implemented. So apart from toggling portrait and landscape mode, that's really the only feature that works. So hopefully in the future they will fully support the Osmo Mobile 3. They already support the DJI Osmo, so it's probably just a matter of time. Of course, one of the real benefits of using the Filmic Pro app is that you get better control over your exposure, your color settings, and some other more advanced features that the Apple Camera app and the DJI Mimo app just don't give you. So hopefully once DJI, or actually Filmic, updates that app to support the Osmo Mobile 3, it'll be a really nice combination of tools for iPhone videographers. Of course, filming with an iPhone has its own set of challenges. First off, is that when you're using the DJI Osmo Mobile gimbal, you can't really attach an external microphone to it. I've tried a lavalier mic that plugs into the lightning port. I've tried a little microphone that plugs into the bottom of the iPhone, and of course the addition of both of those items throws off the balance of the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 holding the iPhone, so they're pretty much no-goes. If you have this in tripod mode and you're running with a lavalier mic, I've actually found that's not too bad. You can offset the weight slightly by adjusting the position of the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 holding the iPhone, and that seems to work. But if you're trying to walk around with it and a lavalier mic on, it just doesn't really cut the mustard. So who's this thing for? At $119 for the gimbal by itself, it's not a elaborate purchase, so anyone looking to get steadier iPhone footage for their family, friends, or even professionally would benefit from this gimbal. If you spend an extra $20 for the $140 kit, you get a carrying bag, a carrying case, and you also get the tripod mount. The case and the bag are disposable, but the tripod mount is very handy if you're trying to do time lapses or anything where the camera would be stationary. Of course, you could always use your own tripod and attach the gimbal to that, but if you're trying to get low and you don't have a tabletop tripod, it is an extra little thing that makes that easy. So would I recommend this? Sure, at $120 to $140, why not? If you want better, more stabilized footage, it's a no-brainer.
Hey guys, hope you liked what you saw today. If you did, please click the like button and click the subscribe button to get notifications when new videos become available. I'm just one guy with some video equipment and some opinions. I don't have a fro, I don't have any Squarespace sponsorships I'm trying to sell you, just me and my opinions. So click the like button, the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.